Ever wondered what's hidden behind the obvious? Discover the untold, the mysterious, the mind-blowing. Welcome to The Secret of.
The Amazon, a world unto itself. It's a place of breathtaking beauty and terrifying mystery. For centuries it has swallowed explorers whole. It has hidden secrets from the prying eyes of man. Legends whisper of lost cities, of civilizations that vanished without a trace. But mostly the jungle just keeps its silence. A deep green, impenetrable silence, until something breaks it. Recently that silence was shattered, not by a shout or an explosion, but by a faint signal, a whisper from beneath the suffocating green canopy. Something was down there, something ancient, something that defied all known history of this vast, untamed land. The call was subtle, but it was undeniable. A new chapter in the Amazon story was about to be written. Imagine the sheer scale of it. Millions of square miles of uncharted territory, trees so tall they scrape the sky, creatures unseen by human eyes. To find something lost, you need a new way to look. The Amazon canopy is a formidable barrier. A green roof, hundreds of feet thick. It hides the forest floor from satellites, from planes, from almost everything, but not from LiDAR. Light detection and ranging. Sounds fancy, right? It is. It's a game changer. Think of it as X-ray vision for archaeologists. Cutting through the jungle's green cloak, a specialized aircraft flew high above, methodically scanning a remote, unexplored region. It shot billions of laser pulses downwards. Most hit leaves, branches, the usual jungle clutter. But some found their way to the forest floor, and bounced back, creating a digital map. A ghostly image of the world beneath the trees, revealing what no human eye had seen for centuries, possibly millennia. And then, it appeared, on the screens of the stunned research team, not a random bump, not a natural hill, a pattern. An unmistakable, impossibly precise geometric shape, perfect angles, straight lines, where nature decreed there should only be chaos. The coordinates were locked. The expedition team pushed through the relentless jungle. Every step was a battle, against thick vines, sweltering heat, unseen creatures. The LiDAR data was their map, guiding them towards the anomaly. Days turned into weeks. Doubt began to creep in. Was it a trick of the light? A glitch? The jungle plays mind games, but they pressed on, driven by that impossible image. Then through a parting in the dense undergrowth. Stone, not just any stone, worked stone, cut with an impossible precision, covered in moss, half swallowed by roots, but undeniably man-made, or something made. As they cleared more vegetation, the scale became apparent. It wasn't just a wall, it was a side, a facet, of a pyramid, a massive stone pyramid, hidden beneath the jungle floor for untold ages. This wasn't some crude mound of earth, this was architecture, sophisticated, deliberate. The stones fit together perfectly. No mortar, just incredible craftsmanship. The angles were exact, its base aligned with cardinal directions, almost perfectly. How? Who possessed this knowledge? In this part of the world? So long ago? The pyramid was a marvel, but it was also a doorway. Days of careful searching revealed it. A subtle depression, an unnatural alignment of stones, an entrance, sealed by time, guarded by the earth itself. The team worked meticulously, removing debris, clearing a path. The air grew cooler as they dug deeper. A palpable sense of anticipation hung heavy. What secrets were locked inside this ancient structure? What waited in the darkness below? With the final barrier removed, a passage appeared. Dark, inviting, and a little terrifying. Headlamps cut through the inky black. The air inside was still, cool, untouched by the world above for centuries. The passage sloped downwards, deeper into the earth, into the belly of the pyramid. This wasn't a tomb in the traditional sense. It felt different, more complex, a place of purpose. They emerged into a chamber, then another, and another. A network of rooms and corridors, carved from the bedrock beneath the pyramid. The engineering was astounding. Precise angles, smooth walls, It felt like walking through the veins of some ancient sleeping giant. There were no treasures of gold, no flashy artifacts. The chambers were not empty, the walls spoke, not with voices but with carvings, intricate glyphs, symbols unlike anything seen before. They weren't Mayan, not Incan, not Egyptian, they belonged to no known human language, no known culture. This was something new, something alien, or something so old it predated everything we thought we knew, a lost lexicon from a forgotten people, or perhaps not people at all. The glyphs were everywhere, etched into the stone with incredible precision. Some appeared to be astronomical charts, depicting constellations, but not entirely as we know them. Subtle differences, an extra star here, a missing planet there. Others resembled complex mathematical equations or circuit diagrams. It was a library of lost knowledge, a message encoded in stone, waiting for someone to crack the code. The implications were staggering. Who were these beings? What were they trying to tell us? Or who were they trying to tell? The symbols were elegant, sophisticated. The evidence was undeniable, a pyramid, underground chambers, unknown glyphs. But who was responsible? The easy answer, some unknown Amazonian civilization, one that rose to incredible heights and then vanished, wiped out by disease, by conquest, by time. It's plausible, the Amazon is vast. It could easily hide the remnants of such a culture far more advanced than we ever imagined for this region. This theory comforts some, it keeps things within our known framework. But the glyphs, the engineering, the sheer audacity of it, it pushes the boundaries of that comfort, leading to other, more startling theories. Could this be a legendary lost city? Not El Dorado with its streets of gold, but something far more significant, a center of ancient wisdom, a beacon of forgotten science, a place whispered about in the oldest myths, dismissed as fantasy, until now. Perhaps the legends held more truth than we dared to believe. Then there's the theory that truly sends shivers down your spine, the one that steps off the map of known human history. What if the builders weren't entirely human, or not human as we understand it? Amongst the baffling glyphs and celestial charts, one pattern stood out. It wasn't a word, or an equation. It was a recurring sequence. A specific grouping of symbols, repeated in key locations throughout the chambers. Linguists and cryptographers pored over it, cross-referencing, analyzing, searching for meaning. Then, a breakthrough, or a terrifying hypothesis. The symbols, when correlated with certain astronomical alignments depicted elsewhere, seemed to point to a date. A future date, 2027. What could it mean? A prophecy, a warning, a countdown? The implication sent a ripple of unease through the research community, and a surge of urgency. Was this structure built to mark a specific moment in time? An event its creators foresaw millennia ago? The builders were clearly masters of astronomy, of long-term calculation. Could they have predicted something of cosmic significance? What other stories have been swallowed by the jungle? The implications of this Amazonian pyramid are profound. They ripple outwards, touching every field of human endeavor: history, archaeology, linguistics, even our philosophies. If a civilization this advanced existed unknown for so long, it fundamentally changes our timeline of human development. It suggests that our current understanding is woefully incomplete, perhaps even deliberately obscured, not by conspiracy, but by time, and by the sheer difficulty of peering into the deep past. The truth isn't just out there, it's also buried deep. Are we, as a species, ready for these kinds of revelations? Ready to accept that our story might be far stranger, far more complex, and far older than we've been taught? Discoveries like this challenge comfortable assumptions. They can be unsettling, even frightening, to realize that there are vast chapters of existence about which we know almost nothing. It's a humbling experience, but also an incredibly exciting one. The quest for knowledge is humanity's greatest adventure. This isn't just about unearthing ancient stones. It's about uncovering lost wisdom, understanding different ways of seeing the universe, perhaps even learning from those who came before. What if their knowledge could help us solve some of our modern problems?